Hi, we are discussing the last part of relations and functions. So, I hope you all enjoyed first three parts, and this is our last chap concept we are discussing. Yes, let's proceed. Let us consider an example. Let A be the set of three different persons, Ramu, Raju, Joel. Let set B be their set of their respective weights. So B equal to 56, 70, 60. And then look at the table, you have the person name and weights. So now we can link a person from first set to the real number in the second set by rating A into B. Look at this, A into B we can rate it as Ramu is 56, Raju 56, Jovial is 60, correct? So then again Raju 70, Raju 60, Jovial is 56, all the possible pairs we have done here, correct? Now let us see here. Choose an ordered pair which satisfy the relation and write R. Okay, yes, look at this. This pair does not belong to the relation because weight of Ramu is not 56, correct? See, we need to select where the Ramu's weight is 50 only. Sorry, 70 only. Raju 56 only. Jovel 60 only. So, it is belongs not. Yes, because Raju is 56 only. Again, yes, Jovel is not there. Jovel is 60. Then it's fine. Now, this is what our relation set. Correct? Yes. Now, note that R is a subset of A into B. It is a relation from A into B. We are discussing just continuation of the third video. Okay? If you look at third video properly, then only you can understand. Look at this, the boxes what I have made here. Raju 56, correct? Yes, Jovial 60, and these persons have the sum weights are given, they are matching here, correct? Now this means every element in the first set has an image, correct? Every element in the first set has an image, so also the image is unique, and also the images are unique here. Yes, now that is a person cannot have two different weights, correct? A person cannot have two different weights at the same time. Yes, now look at this, such relations are called functions. Such relations we can call it as a function. Now it is better understood using the following arrow diagram. Look at this, I take Ramu, Raju and Jovial 70, 56 and 60. Okay. Now let us we connect Ramu with 70, Raju with 56, Jovial 60. A function is a rule which associate every element of the first set to a unique element of the second set. What is a function? Every element of a set to a unique element it must be associated. Correct? Yes. Now look at this. Now let us consider one more example. Take two sets and find A cross B. After finding A cross B, now let us introduce a relation is less than, means A is less than B, or first number is less than second number. This is my relation here. So now see here, this pair does not belong to the relation because 5 is not less than, and so again same logic. Is it a relation? Yes, it's a relation. R is a relation, 5, 7, 6, 7, correct? And the next one is it is a relation from A to B because it's a subset of A into B, correct? Can this be, can this relation be called as a function? Can this relation be called as a function? Shall we call it as a function now? Look at this. To answer this, observe that there are two elements in the first set and both are appearing as the first element in the relation. Correct? Yes. Now look at this. 5 and 6. Correct? So, also both are having unique images. Yes. So, it is a function. A function is a rule which associates every element of a first set to a unique element of a second set. Remember properly. When we discuss about the function, it is easier to understand through arrow diagram. Yes, now look at this. 5 6 1 2 1 7 2. Now 5 connected with 7, 6 connected with 7. See, it is a function. Again recall. Now let us I go with the problems which are sorry, first we discuss about the domain, codomain and range of a function. As we have discussed in relation, here also in function we discuss what is domain, codomain and range are like that. Yes. First we take a problem. I take a problem, then which one of the following relations are functions from A to B? First we discuss here. Okay. See this, there is a function f1 equal to 1a 2b, f2 is 1a 2b 3a and f3. These are some four different examples are given here. Let us we find first a cross b. After writing a cross b, then what we have to do here, observe that f1, f2, f3 and f4 are all subsets of a cross b. Then finish, first condition is over. Second one, look at this, everywhere, yes, f1, f2, f3 and f4 are the relations, all are the relations. So now look at this, I come to consider the arrow diagram for this f1, 1a 2b, correct? Connect 1 with A, 2 with B. Is it a function? Yes. No. A function rule, what it tells, every element. Here look at this, 3 is not connected. Yes. It is not a function because the element 3 does not have an image. So for that, consider the arrow diagram for the F2. You can understand very properly. 1, 2 and 3 is connected, but is it a function? No. Why it is not a function? Because 2 has more than one image. If it is like this, 2 is having more than one image, so it cannot be a function. Consider the arrow diagram for F3. It is very easy for us to consider. Now look at this. Once again the same, 2 does not have unique image, as well as 3 is also not connected. Consider the arrow diagram for F4, correct? Yes. Is it a function? Obviously it is a function. Yes, it is a function because all elements are connected and they are connected with unique. Yes, let's consider the same example that we have considered in the previous module. So now see this one, 5 and 6 are connected with same 7. Okay, now what is the domain of the function here? We have to talk. What is the domain of the function here? See, domain is nothing but all the first set elements. Domain R is f from a to b is a function, then the set A is called, then the set A is called the domain of the function R. So then domain for this case is 5 and 6. It is nothing but the values for which the function is defined. Remember what exactly domain? It is nothing but for what values of x, for what values the function can be defined. Yes. Next one. What is the codomain then? Codomain of R is nothing but in this relation B is called the codomain. Whole set B is called codomain. Yes, codomain here it is 1, 7, 2. Correct? Yes. Now let us go. What is the range? Range is nothing but it is all the collection of images called the range of the function. It is called the range of the function, correct? So now look at this. What is the range here? Only singleton. It is nothing but the collection of answers that we get. So that is 7 here. Yeah. Now let us we go for a question. So which of the following relations are functions? Give reasons. And if it is a function, determine domain and range. Look at this, f1 equal to 2 1 5 1 8 1 11 1 14 1 17 1 and this one. Yes, it is a NCERT exercise problem. Please understand this question is absurd because the sets A and B are not given. So why we don't consider? Because there is A and B are not given. So remember my dear students, A and B has to be given for the functions because every element associated or not associated, how to come to, how we will get. So that's the reason. Okay, let us draw the arrow diagram. 2 5 2 7, again this one, they are all connected with 1, so you can say it is a function. Domain is 2 5 8 11 14 17, and the next range is singleton 1, so it is a function provided 258 must be the set. If they said this is the only set, then it is okay for us, but generally they have to mention the sets. If A contains any other element, then it will not be a function. Yes. Next one, F2. These are all we have discussed in the classroom. Yes, let us draw the arrow diagram for F2. See here again. Yes. Now see here, the domain of this one is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Correct? And what is the range here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct? Yes. It is a function provided 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 is a set. Yes. Otherwise, if it contains any other elements, no, then it cannot be a function. Now it is a function. See 1, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5. Let us draw the arrow diagram. Here 1, 2, 3, 5 are given. 1 is connected with 3 as well as 5, so it cannot be function because 1 is having two images. Yes. Now hence it is not a function. Next question. Let n be the set of natural numbers, and let us consider here, yeah, RB the RB defined on the such n at such that r equal to x comma y equal to 2x, xy belongs to n. What is the domain, codomain range of r? See here, first take all the natural numbers infinite here, and but again here same 1, 2, 3, so on 10, 12, and next one make the relation, start multiplying with this, correct, and so on. A function is a rule which every element is associated with a unique element. Okay, now when we take here only it is connected with the even numbers. Carefully look at this, correct? Yes. So observe that every natural number has one and only one image. This is fine. So this relation is a definitely a function, correct? So the domain of this function is 1, 2, 3, so on. It is a natural number, and it is nothing but collection of inputs. What we substitute means domain. So domain of f is n. So the range of f is 2, 4, 6, so on. It is even naturals. It is nothing but collection of outputs. What we get the answers. Now range is nothing but set of all even natural numbers. Correct? Yes. So what is codomain here? Observe that the domain and range can be infinite. And also remember that codomain is natural number it is. Okay, whole it is. Yes. So we take the next problem. Now let us see how generally the functions problems will be solved. See, let us consider, let n be the set of natural numbers. Define a real valued function f from n to n, f of x equal to 2x plus 1 using the definition. Complete the table given below. Simply what we do here, we go on substitute x equal to 1 in this equation. We get y equal to, means f of 1 equal to 3, again it is 5 and 7, 9, so on. These values we get. Let us see here. Make the table x, y values. F of 1 which is equal to, it is 2 plus 1, 3, and x equal to 2 we get f of 2 equal to, it is 5, and again f of 3 x3, f of 3 is 7, x equal to 4, f of 4 is 9, and x5, f of 5 equal to, it is 11, x6, f6 equal to, it is 13, and f7 which is equal to 15. So this is how we get the values. Means here it is input, this is what we call output. Okay, yes. Now inputs are called domain values, outputs are called the range values. Okay, yes. Now I take a problem. Define identity function and draw the graph of identity function. Also find its domain and range. Look at this. Very simple it is. The function f from R to R given by f of x equal to x is called the identity function, which is defined f of x equal to x. No, it is called identity function. Now look at this. When we put x equal to 0, f of 0 is 0. So the point will be here. Correct? The plot. Correct? When we put x equal to 1, y is also 1. When we put x equal to 2, y is also 2. So the points will be given like this only: 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. And if I take minus 1, it is also minus 1. If I take minus 2, then it is also minus 2, and so on. So you get us the join all these points and draw the graph. You get a straight line passing through the origin here. This is called origin. 0 0 is called origin. So this is a straight line passing through origin. So now look at this. What are all x values that we can substitute here? Yes, you can substitute set of all real numbers here. See, the any real number you can substitute. That's fine. So that means minus infinity to plus infinity. Yes. What are all the values output we get here? Yes. Now look at this. Output is nothing but it's also any real number, because what you put, the same thing you are getting. Again it is minus infinity to plus infinity. Yes. Now you drawn the graph of f of x equal to x, domain and range also you got. Very important thing, remember about this, it is a 5 marks question you will get in annual examination. This is define graph, define a function and draw the graph, find its domain and range. 5 marks question. Next one, define a constant function and draw the graph of a constant function f of x equal to 2. Also find its domain and range. Look at this, similar question, but function is constant here. Previously, identity. Okay, understand the functions. So now look at this. See, we draw the graph for this. X equal to 0, plot the point. X1, again go on, substitute the values. Just you find f of x values. Okay, in this equation simply you put x equal to any number, y value is 2 only. See the points how I am getting here. 3, it is again 2, it is 4, anything. Minus 1, it is 2, minus 2, again 2. It's a line like this, straight line. The graph is a straight line parallel to the x-axis, which is that f of x equal to 2. You can also call it as y equal to 2. Yes. Now what are all the inputs values that we substitute here? Anything you can substitute here. So the domain is R, set of all real numbers. All real numbers, correct? So the next one, what are all the different values of outputs? What your exactly output you are getting? That is 2 only. So that means range value is 2. So this you remember. And the next question will go, define a polynomial function and draw the graph of f of x equal to x square. So remember here we can draw the graph of this one. Again take the points, just go on points and substitute the values here, and after this simply you can get a very simple graph. You already familiar with this one. This is what we call, it is called a parabolic graph. It is okay, parabolic graph it is. Yes. Okay, now what's the domain? Input, what you say, that is domain. Input is any real number here, set of all real numbers. Yes. So then what are the all different values of output? Only see here, above this x-axis you have only positive values. Graph is above the x-axis, this portion is above the x-axis, this portion is also above the x-axis. If it comes below, then it can take negative values, but there is no chance, it will be only positive. So domain, if you got R here, then definitely range is 0 to infinity, all non-negative real numbers. The graph is curve passing through the origin, correct? This is once again I am showing. Yes, where f of x and g of x are polynomials of x defined in a domain where g of x should not be 0. This is very important. If it is 0, then finally it becomes infinite. Okay. Yes, now look at these things. Yeah, question I will take one more. Consider a real valued function f from r minus 0, r minus 0 to r, defined by f of x equal to 1 by x, and where x is r belongs to r minus singleton 0. Compute the table given below using the definition. What is the domain and range of this function? Yes. Solution. Now look at this. Consider x and f of x. correct. So I have certain values for x here and I will find f of x. Similarly for I have taken both positive negative like this. Look at this, x equal to minus 0.25 is you get minus 4. Again x equal to minus 0.5 you get it as minus half, sorry, minus 2. So then again minus 1 you get it as minus 1. X equal to minus 2 you get it as minus 0.5, you get it as x equal to minus 3, that is minus 0.3. X equal to minus 4 you get it as minus 0.25. X equal to minus 5 you got it as minus 0.2, and again 0.25 we get just calculation. It is, we are not nothing else we are doing in the equation. In this equation we are substituting the values x equal to, that's only you are doing, correct. Substitute the x values and find f of x value, that is what we are doing here, correct. So x equal to 2, f of 1 by 2, that is 0.5. X equal to 3, 1 by 3, 0.3. X equal to 4, that is 0.25. X equal to 5, 0.2. So this is are the all values. Now let us draw the graph for this. Take all the data here. So when I take the graph for this, just the points whatever you have obtained here, mark here. So yes, we start marking the points here. All the points let us we mark here. Look at these points will come like this, and again next points will come like this. Yes, join all the points, we get the graph like this. Observe that any real number can be substituted except 0. See here, if you put 0, there is no meaning at all. 1 by x becomes 1 by that is 1 by 0, that is infinity. What is the collection of all answers? The range is also r minus singleton 0. Modulus functions. The function f from r to r defined by f of x equal to mod x, for which x belongs to r, is called modulus function. Now if x equal to 2, then mod x equal to mod 2, which is 2. If x equal to minus 3, then modulus of x is modulus of minus 3, which is also plus 3. Minus of minus 3, you can call it as plus 3. So mod x can be defined like this. It is x whenever x is greater than or equal to 0. It is minus x whenever x is less than 0. Understand properly here, mod we use only to make negative numbers positive. Suppose number given is negative only, what I had to do? Multiply with minus, that you make it as plus. Okay, understand, modulus sign if you take, it means you are interested to take that for negative value as positive. Okay, yes. So we go for a question based on this one. Draw the graph of modulus function, also find its domain and range. These are all 5 marks questions, please understand. Draw the graph and write its domain and range. Okay, so when we put x is 0, f of x is mod 0. So the next plot the point. Here one thing I want to clear you, modulus function definition here given f of x equal to mod x only. Please, previously what the definition is given, you that only you have to write. Here I have not repeatedly taken, but in examination you have to write that modulus definition previously what I have defined, that is x when x greater than or equal to 0, minus x when x less than 0, that only you have to write. Okay, now let us we draw the graph for this. Therefore we take the points here, minus 1, f of minus 1 becomes plus 1. Any point if you take plus or minus, that output what you are getting, that is always positive. Yes, and similarly I'm just here drawing the points also here, please look at this carefully. And yes, minus 3 plus 3. Yes, join all the points, we get the graph. Look at this, this is what the graph. What are the x values here? We can substitute any value, you can substitute set of all real numbers. So therefore the domain is r here. Domain is nothing but set of all real numbers. So then what is the collection of answers? You can call it as images. They are all above the x-axis, you can say only positive real numbers. So therefore it is all non-negative real numbers. Therefore it is a 0 to infinity is our range. Remember 5 marks question it is. Write the definition properly, once again I am repeating, and see the graph properly, domain and range also. Okay, we go for the next question. Define the greatest integer function. Very important, is a special function, understand properly. The function f from r to r defined by square bracket x, it is not mod, it is square bracket x. Okay, and where square bracket means assumes the values of the greatest integer less than or equal to x is called the greatest integer function. Once again I repeat, it means that here this modulus of sorry, bracket of x is nothing but it is a number. Say for example 2.3 is present here, I take only 2 integeric number only I will take, greatest integer not greater than this number. Next I will further explain. Okay, let us consider some examples, you can understand properly. So if you take x equal to 0, then f of 0 is 0. This is an integer, correct? If I take x equal to 0.12 in this bracket, square bracket, please understand, so this is not an integer. What I have to do here, you take, therefore take the largest integer but smaller than this number. See here 0.12 will come here, correct, this place. Take largest integer which is not larger than this one. So its left side is 0, right side is plus 1. Out of these two, they are very close integers. So 0 will be the largest one, which is, but it is not larger than 0.12. So we can take 0. So therefore the value of this one will gives you 0. Now 0.99, then it's again same logic. It is not an integer and it is somewhere else. Here it is, I can take 1, but 1, when I take 1, no, 1 will be more than this, you should not take it. So you have to take 0 only. So then it takes the largest integer but smaller than this one. Now look at this. Yes. So 0.999 is value is gives you 0. Now if x equal to 1.08, then f of 1.08 gives you 1.08, that is 1 only. Why? Because this value will comes here integer, it is not greater than this number. See, these are all the integers, but out of all these, this is the largest, which is not larger than 1.0.8. If you take 2, 3, they are all larger than 1.08. You take rest of all the numbers which are not larger. Okay, yes. So if x equal to 2.5, then f of 2.5 equal to 0. 2.5, then integer will be 2 only, because number will come here, so its previous number only its answer for this, correct? Yes. If x equal to 3, then f of 3 is 3 only, correct? If because it is an integer, 0 minus 0.1, it is, see here, you will come here, this number will come here. What the number you have to take? You have to take minus 1 here, correct? Yes, it's previous number, you always consider previous number. Minus 0.8, where it comes here only, what is the value you take? Minus 1, correct? So the next one, if you take minus 2.1, the number will come here, what it is previous number? Minus 3. So that you have to understand logically. Minus 3.5, the number will come here, what is its previous number? Minus 4. Previous number means it must be an integer. Okay, so this is how we take. Now let us draw the graph here. See, from the above example, we can, it is clear that any number in between 0 to 1, then f of greatest integer value is always 0. If I take x value in between 0 to 1, any 0, 1, 0.1, 0.2, any number, y value is always 0. So the line will be like this. But if I take x equal to 1, the y value will be here, correct? Minus 1 to 0, then it will be minus 1. Again 1 to 2, it will be 1. Here it will come. Again similarly continue. Minus 2 to minus 1, so it will be again minus 2. If I take 2 to 3, in between 2 to 3 any number, you get it as 2 only, correct? So the graph will be, it's a straight line here. So just go on, observe the graph, how it beautifully it is coming. Okay, it is minus 3 and just it is 3 to 4, it is 3. So on the graphs will come like this. Go on, it is called a step function. It is looks like a steps. So it is also called a step function. So beautifully drawn the graph it is. Okay, so then graph is this one. Now, what is the domain of this function? Domain is any real number, it is set of all real numbers. What is output? Output you are getting only integers, that is Z it is, correct? Set of all integers is called range. Yes. Now look at this. We go for algebra of real functions. Actually, I have defined this earlier in the notes. Now here we are discussing. Let f from x to r and g from x to r be any two real functions and alpha be a scalar. Then we define f plus g from x to r by f plus g of x equal to f of x plus g of x for all x belongs to x. So then f minus g from x to r defined by f minus g of x equal to f of x minus g of x, and again f into g, alpha into f x to r, it is alpha into f of x. This is very simple. And the next one, f into g, this is f of x plus g of x. This is a alpha is a constant, this is some constant is multiplied to the function, then that constant will not give any effect, that keeping as it is, and rest of the function will be remains as it is. Okay, yes. So fifth one, f by g, this is again f of x divided by g of x. So but remember, g of x should not be 0. Yes. Next we go for question 1. X f is x square, g of x is 2x plus 1 be two real functions. You have to find all these four. Now solution, simply you just go with addition of addition, subtraction, multiplication of all both the functions. Okay, so if I add x square with this, x square plus 2x plus 1, finish. Subtraction, it is x square minus 2x minus 1, correct. Next one, multiplication, it is very simple, x square in the bracket 2x plus 1, you get 2x cube plus x square. And just last one is simply you keep as it is, you can't do anything else here. Yes. So where x should not be equal to minus half. Next question, we go with the two functions, root x and g of x is x be the functions. Yes, look at this. Similarly, very simple problems. These are all, again you can just go through this one. Simply just go on, substitute the values here, and you get required answer for this question. Correct? Look at this. Simply just add, multiply, and subtract. Correct? Yes. I hope you can understand this problem. Simply we are dividing here, and 1 by root x it is. Otherwise you go with the laws of indices, you can say very easily x raised to minus half means 1 by x raised to root x. So very simple it is, you can do this very nicely. And draw the graph f from r to r. We go with one more problem, f of x equal to x cube where x belongs to r. And look at this, go on, substitute the x value and you get respective y value, means f of x value. So you get, see here I am taking a point as well as the graph here. Yes, look at this. Yes, and this is how the graph will be there. Okay, yes. Next one, we'll take a function from x to 2x minus 5. Write down the values of this. Very simple question. Substitute x equal to 0, 7, minus 3. You get very easily the answer for this. 2 into 0 minus 5 is minus 3. Correct? Minus 5, sorry, minus 5, and then f of 7. Substitute the values. You get easily the answers for these questions. Correct? Yes, where you are substituting, I hope you can understand in this equation only. Okay. Yes. Now, yes, we go for the next problem. It's a very simple problem. Find f of 0 and t of 25, sorry, t of 0, t 25, t minus 10, the values of c when t is c equal to 212. Look at this, what they have given for us is this equation is given, t of c equal to this is only taken here, this is nothing but this equation. And the next one we call it as 1. Let us put c equal to 0 because we want t of 0, this one, and just you get it as 32. Yes, this is the answer for this question. And next t of 28, yes, you get it as 252 by 5 plus 32, so you get this answer. Yes, next one we go with third problem, t of minus 10, which is expand, and simply you do the mathematical calculation here. After that you get minus 18 plus 32 equal to 14. Correct? Then t of c is 212. This value very important. This value is given us, and I will take 32 to the left side. So we get, yes, you can say here it is, and take 5 to the right side. You get 9c equal to 900. Then c equal to 900 by 9. You get 100. Yes, next problem we will go for problems on domain and range function. This is standard problems we will discuss domain and range. Find the domain and range of f of minus into mod x. What is the meaning of this? You need to find which are the values can satisfy this equation, okay? And we know that minus into mod x is well defined for all real values, so therefore obviously the domain is set of all real numbers. So mod x is always positive, hence, and minus into mod x is always negative, therefore the range value is always minus infinity to 0, means left side of 0, all numbers. Okay, go with the second question. Find the domain and range of f of x. See here what we have to do. Let us we put f of x equal to y, and then you can do this. Since 9 minus x square is present inside the square root, and this value must be always greater than or equal to 0. Why? Because if it is negative, then it will be imaginary. So for that we define the function by taking 9 minus x square is always greater than or equal to 0. And the next one, when I take this one, I can write it as 9 is greater than or equal to x square. So it means x square is always less than or equal to 9. So then x square is less than or equal to 3 square. So you can say x is always in between minus 3 and plus 3. So these are all possible values which we can substitute. Yes, x value is in between minus 3 and plus 3. Yes, so now domain becomes minus x belongs to R, where x is from minus 3 to 3, correct, minus 3 to 3. Now let us go with this. See here, f of x equal to square root of 9 minus x square. Range we are finding, y must be always greater than or equal to 0. Yes, now y square will be always 9 minus x square. So therefore x square equal to 9 minus y square. Find the x value, it is plus or minus root of 9 minus y square. So then again 9 is 9 minus this number must be always greater than or equal to 0. We are finding range now. This is range part, okay? Previously we did domain. Next, y square is always less than or equal to 9, and that is y square less than or equal to 3 square. We go with y is less than means y is in between minus 3 and plus 3. But as we know that y is always greater than or equal to 0, this is very important. Y must be always positive, correct? So therefore yes, then we can combining this equation and this equation, you can say that y is from 0 to 3 only, because negative numbers we don't consider there. The collection of all answers that we get is 0 to 3, which is the required range. Yes, next, y belongs to R and y is from 0 to 3. Yes, 0 to 3. Next question, find the range of f of x equal to minus 3x, x belongs to R. Given that x is positive, obviously then we can say minus 3x is negative, because x positive means it is negative. So therefore, or else you can say simply if you multiply minus 3 on both the side for this becomes minus 3x, it is greater than becomes less than. Take care of this, okay? Next one, which is 2 minus 3x is less than 0, and which is because just add 2 on both the side here, adding 2 on both the side, you get 2 minus 3x less than 2. And the next one, you get it as f of x is less than 2. So therefore the range is always less than 2. Remember, x positive and less than 2, hence we can say range is always minus infinity to 2. That is always all the values less than 2 is what they are talking. And the next question, define the signum function. Very important special function it is. Draw the graph and also find its domain and range. The function f from R to R defined by f of x equal to this one. If x is positive, it is always 1. If x is positive 0, if x is 0, y is also 0, means function value is also 0. And if x is less than minus 1, less than 0, then function value is minus 1. Yes, for positive values it gives plus 1, equal to 0 it gives 0, less than 0 it gives minus 1. So you can call it as a signum function. And now let us draw the graph here. Signum function means, see here, very simple, x equal to 0 means the function gives you 0 here. Yes, now I go with x equal to any positive. If I take any number here, then y value will be plus 1 only. This here every points will come here, correct? And if I take x negative number here, any negative number, then y will be always minus 1. So the graph line will become like this. Correct. So what are the values of x? We can take any real number. So domain is real. Domain equal to all possible answers are 1 0 minus 1. And now so you can say range is only these three values, means output only these three, 1 0 minus 1. So question number 2, find the range of f of x equal to x square plus 2. X is a real number. The domain of f of x is R. Now remember, what is the range here? So x square is positive, x square plus 2 is always greater than or equal to 2. So that means that f of x is always greater than or equal to 2. So it is 2 to infinity. You can say the range is 2 to infinity. Simply what you do, form this function by logically here by analysis method, and you just go through this one. Okay. Yes. Next question, find the range of f of x equal to x. X is a real number. It is very simple. F of x equal to x is a real number. F of x belongs to R. Obviously the range is also R. Yes, thank you my dear students. All you have seen with the patience completely this video, and keep watching all the chapter videos. Repeatedly watch, you can understand. Pause the video and watch it. And if you subscribe and pause, you press the bell icon, you will get immediately the notification of the videos. All the best. Watch videos repeatedly. Thank you.